slept in this beautiful pine forest last night. Good morning from the PCT. It was a chilly night of sleep last night. I stayed mostly warm, but in the wee hours of the night, I got a little bit cold, especially when I would flip from side to side in my sleeping bag. Did not want to come out of my tent this morning. It was super chilly. Had a little tiny bit of frost on my tent this morning, but alas, eventually had to come out. I'm in all of my rain gear right now, but I imagine I'll take it off shortly after I start hiking. We should have our first water crossings today. I know we have Rock Creek, and then I know there's water, there's a big stream by Crabtree Meadow, which we will also have to cross today. And we'll also be deciding today if we're gonna go up Whitney tomorrow or not. I think Pickles is actually leaning not at this point. The weather doesn't look great. It looks like it could be stormy, and I think the Sierra is doing her in already. She's suffering from the elevation a bit, and she's like, wow, this is hard. I'm like, yeah, I tried to tell you. But yeah, it is really hard. It is really hard. I mean, just with the elevation gain and, you know, the high elevation, like it's just a really tough section. And we haven't even gotten to the hard bits yet. But if we don't do Whitney tomorrow, it'll be Forester tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll go out Kearsarge Pass, and we're going to end up taking a 0 in Independence. So that's something to look forward to after all this hard terrain. But it looks like a tough day today. We're either going to do 16 miles to Wright Creek or 19 miles to Tyndall Creek. Or maybe it's 19 or 20 miles to Tyndall Creek. Getting there would be better. It would position us better for going up and over Forester, but it looks like a lot of elevation gain today. I think 3,700 feet just in the 16 miles. So we'll see how we're doing. And, you know, the creek crossings will slow us down, and we're not getting out of camp till like 7:30 again. So anyway, we'll see how it all goes. Plus, there could be some more weather coming in this afternoon. So we'll just see where we get today. But I will be excited if we don't do Whitney to eat my extra snacks. My hunger is really ramping up. I'm really hungry. So yeah, I would like to start eating some of those extra snacks if I can. But I'll keep you guys updated on what we decide. Looks like horses have been here. There's definitely more snow through here than there was last time, but nothing of significance yet. Just some patches that are obviously quickly melting. Ooh, swampy. Look at all that water. Probably from snowmelt. Beautiful. By the way, the problem with the lack of campsites has really been solved in the Sierra. So much flat space, unlike the desert. Not bad, huh? This is Rock Creek Camp. I stayed here on the John Muir Trail. And just ahead, we're gonna have to cross Rock Creek. And look at that, we're starting to hit the campsites with bear boxes, which is nice. What you think, Pickles? snack time. Ooh, very rocky, killer 2+ mile climb straight out of Rock Creek. Whew. Whew, I am dripping with sweat. So beautiful out here. We just ran up half of our climb because there was thunder. So we were scared that it was gonna start really raining and we wouldn't have time to set up our tents and hide if so, but it blew over. So that's great news. There was a little bit of rain, but no big deal. Also, Pickles has, I think, officially decided we are not doing Whitney tomorrow. The weather window is just too small. I think it's like 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. or something like that. So, just not in the cards. We are talking to some people around though, like people hiking around us. They're like, we really want to do it. So, they're gonna get up at like 1 in the morning and hike up in the dark and catch the sunrise and hike down, hopefully before the storm. You guys know I'm not really that kind of gal, but I would if Pickles really wanted to, but seems she's struggling, I think. So she's like adding another big climb the day before Forester. Seems like a lot, especially with the bad weather. So no Whitney for us, I think. Where did all this snow across the trail come from? There's Pickles coming down the hill. Suddenly thundering like crazy while we're walking through this really exposed rocky section. Don't love that. This is Whitney Creek. It's gonna be our next crossing. Another campsite with a bear box. That's nice. Here comes Pickles across Whitney Creek. It's very cold. How is it in there? And here's the jump off for Whitney if we were gonna go there. But we're gonna go toward Wallace Creek instead. And we're hiding again from a storm. It definitely never rains on the PCT. Lunch is again cold soaked couscous, beans, and textured vegetable protein. Pickles gave me this Cliff Builders protein bar, so I'm gonna try it and see how it is. It's chocolate peanut butter. I like it. Kind of tastes like a chocolate covered Rice Krispie treat. Good stuff. And it looks like it has 20 grams of protein in it, so pretty good. Lots of fish in here. Look at those. My first PCT deer way out in this field. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a bunch of frogs down there. This is Wallace Creek, just crossed. Pickles was supposed to record me, but she forgot to press the record button. Here's my red feet as proof. This is Whitney Creek. This one was deeper. It came up to my upper thigh. Got the top of my shorts wet. Take a look back behind us. Look at these views. Look at this, we got a lake view tonight.